welcoming you all to a video lecture series on company law and corporate governance. In previous videos, we were discussing on what is company law, what are the characteristics of a company, and what is who are all the shareholders, or who are all the types of shareholders, what are the rights that the shareholders possess, what is SEBI, what is memorandum of association, what is article of association, who is the shareholder, who is the stakeholder, is all the shareholders or the stakeholder of the company, or else all the stakeholders of the companies or the shareholders of the company. And we were also looking on to the steps and process of incorporating a company. Today in this video we will be discussing on to three most important topic: what is dividend, what is debenture, and what is interim dividend. So first we will be looking on to what is debenture. So debenture is actually a bond between the person who is issuing the debenture and the company. So the investor usually provides debenture to the company in order to debenture to the company. So first and foremost, in case a company is in need of financial position, what would the company do? We were seeing that company would borrow money from the bank, or it would borrow from their friends and family, or the company issues shares and raises their share capital. If a company wants to borrow money from bank, it should have some collaterals with it, or else if the company should issue share, it should have a minimum of capital with it. If a company is not feasible with all of this, the next step the company would take is to receive the debenture from various investors. So the debentures are the creditors of the company. The debentures issue the required amount to the company without any collateral, just with the goodwill of the company. Just with the trust and goodwill of the company, the investors provides debentures. So when the company is winding up, or the company is dividing its profit, first it would be distributed to the preference shareholders, as we saw earlier that preference shareholders have certain preferential rights. So the preference shareholders will be distributed with the dividends first, later the debenture holders will be distributed, after that the equity shareholders will be distributed with the profit. So it is more either the company is earning profit or loss, it is most important for the company to settle for both the debenture holders and the preference shareholders. So that's it about the debenture. So next we will be looking on to the dividend. So what is dividend? Dividend is actually a part or a share of profit of the company. The company earns profit, isn't it? So the company divides those profit and distributes to their shareholders, debenture holders, and stakeholders. So that a portion of their profit is called as a dividend. So next, now we will be discussing about interim dividend. So interim dividend is actually the dividend that is divided in between the financial year, is termed as an interim dividend. So whenever a dividend is divided in between a financial year, for example, let us assume that 31st March 2023, 1st April 2022, let's assume 3 dates: 1st April 2022, 31st March 2023, and 31st August 2023. So we are in 1st April 2022. In this case, our financial years ends by 31st March 2023. So if an annual general meeting is commenced in between 1st April 2022 to 31st August 2023, any dividend given during the year or before the annual general meeting, then it is termed as an interim dividend. Or any dividend distributed in the annual general meeting, it is called as a dividend in between an annual general meeting, then it is termed as an interim dividend. So any dividend that is distributed in between the annual general meeting, that is termed as an interim dividends. So those dividends that are paid before the end of financial year, approved by the board of directors to distribute the profit earned before the financial year, then those kind of dividends are termed as an interim dividends. Usually this is small because it is only the part of the annual profit. So that's it about interim dividends. So in our previous videos and videos, we were discussing about company law, shares, stocks, debentures, dividends, types of shares, types of shareholders, and various interesting topics on company law. And in upcoming videos, we will be looking on to corporate governance and various other topics on company law and corporate governance. Thank you for your support. Thank you.